match. Fire with fire, I'd be willing to bet. That was a
That
hell
was
of a GI.
That was a hell of an early morning. Hell of a GI.
Oh, man. That punish, that was such a tip range Axlo that
Yes.
Insignia didn't even get his full punish.
Yes. And I saw, like, the punish attempt there, but it just didn't reach in time.
Okay, you see what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
You got Insignia just waking up with 3A. You see Joe throwing swords in the middle, just like point-blank range. We got all kinds of chaos. We see blocks coming to and fro. We got fantastic ducks. Blocking that 3B.
Nice punish for after that 3B follow-up.
Man, Insignia trying to...
Ooh, that was a nice, clean whip punish at the end of there. Caught him pressing buttons where he wasn't supposed to. Did you see in that first match, like, I saw him go for, like, 3 or 4, like, GI, like, call-outs over there, and they were pretty consistent in working over there. Like, in that sense, like, what type of read does Joe have in order to counter that, like, Insignia's options like that? That was a nice 3B punish over there, but...
I think just the idea... Oh, no, he's going to... Oh, I see what was about to happen. It was going to be a ring-out opportunity.
Yeah, it was.
And potentially delayed it. And honestly, I think that is kind of going with the same thing that you're talking about with these GI baits, is that Insignia is assuming that Joe is going to be playing a lot more offensively.
Oh,
wait, scratch that.
Wait a
Is
minute.
it really going to happen? Is it going to
It's not.
happen?
It's not.
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
That was going to be very, very difficult. But what I was going to is that I think Insignia is assuming that Joe is going to be playing a lot more aggressively and is going to potentially be falling for a lot more of these baits with things like the jump B and the GI baits and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And Joe is frankly playing a lot more defensively than I think Insignia was anticipating.
Yeah. Thank you for that enlightenment over there, but oh no, and he goes into the soul attack. Oh, and he gets the impact counter off of that failed attempt. I thought he had that read earlier, and the chip is going to count it down. And look at
if at first you don't succeed, continue to do the same thing. Now he is a round down, but he does have that guard crush, with especially on this stage, could potentially lead to a ring out if it happens in an advantageous position.
Right. And let me just tell you guys, ladies and gentlemen, that last reversal edge at that last point, sometimes you see that as he gets the lethal hit, as some form of defensive, frustration and, just trying to get out of that and trying to force your way out of that. But apparently Insignia had the nice patience and the read in order to counter that with the impact counter. But Joe was looking a little bit better this round, pops, the soul charge over there.
Oh, that was nice. He caught the slow low there. But such brilliance takes care of everything that's not highs.
Yep.
So that is not going to work. I'm kind of surprised Insignia did not see that coming. It is important to note that both of these players are from New York. They have played against each other many a time before. Right. And now, I'm not 100% on this, but I'm pretty sure were Joe to win this would be the first time he will have beaten Incendiate in tournament.
Wow.
Joe,
okay.
I apologize if I'm disparaging. I believe that is the case, but I'm not entirely
sure. I definitely do see Incendiate, as far as his tournament progress now, as one of the gatekeepers, So if Hyrule Hero Joe, if Hyrule Hero Joe can do that, get into that, that semifinals of losers, that'd be a very good look, and I think that'd be a very good confidence booster if he could do that as well. But he's looking good so far. He's in that momentum. All he needs is one more game in order to do that there, and we are going into. Is that the same stage we had?
No, this is the neutrally kind of stage, the fountain stage.
Gotcha.
So you got your small walls, the ones that we saw that CJ and Zephguy working on the last game. But yeah, when it comes to gatekeepers
you're
in New
right.
York, number one was Ramon with a bullet as the new players were coming in, and I think slowly but surely Ender's J and Incendiate have transitioned into those positions.
Yeah, they really
Linkors would potentially be a gatekeeper were he to actually show up to all the New York tournaments, but alas, that is not the reality in which we live.
It's okay. He's too Hollywood. It's okay.
That's the way it is. All right, he ends up getting a sword. Yeah, you can see how Joe is hard sidestepping. Anytime that the ring edge is around and he has sword, he's looking for that 2-2B lethal hit, which is going to be a 100% killer with that ring out. Right. It's the number one thing you have to worry about with regards to sword.
Do you think the counterplay into that is that Incendiate needs to throw out a lot more of a
3A,
X's like 3A,
yeah.
A lot of the horizontals in general,
exactly.
to just check it, especially since, Aswell doesn't have that good, sidestep movement, but it's going to stuff it
anyway.
Because
the lethal hit condition is the fact that you're actually getting a whiff punish. So you're not going to have to worry about that with a Hori. So I definitely think that's the safe way to go about it. Step duck, beating out that stance transition is not actually like a true blue stance mix-up because you can step duck everything.
Right. I like how he uses that tip over there in order to poke. Very nice spacing over there. Oh, got the run counter over there. Try to move it, but ooh, nice.
It's important to note that if Joe was in soul charge there, he was Incendiate was reverse rung out in that situation.
I remember that. It happened at one of these little
once in a blue moon kind of thing, but yeah, it's like a 3A counter hit kind
of
thing.
Yep.
CJ was actually the one who showed me. Such
that was the nice auto GI again.
Everybody in the audience putting their hands on their head, just bombastic such brilliances. There we go.
Oh, that didn't
that
hit
block.
that time. Yeah, he was expecting, you know, a certain follow-up that didn't hit that time. Knocks him out of the air. I believe that was the jumping A attempt.
Yeah, 3B on block into AA. Incendiate knew that due to the fact that Joe is in Axe, he frankly doesn't have to worry about 3B being blocked.
Right.
Oh, that is
massively. Oh, I'm thinking he could have got better than that.
Yeah, something a little
that could have been
better
launched
than
into
that.
a
But
C.
hey, he ended
yeah.
up stealing the bar somehow, so that's actually pretty good too. Decides to spend the bar. I don't actually think this is the best idea in the world.
I think he believes in this round. Yeah,
okay.
especially with that. Oh, and that's not it.
You know what, though? You know what? I think he was correct. Even though it didn't work,
right?
I will agree that he decided to go for a situation where it was like, I'm going to 100% put Incendiate in a position where he has to guess for his life.
Right.
And yes, he guessed
right,
and
he did guess for his life, but he guessed right. See, that's the punish that I thought he was going to do. Yeah.
Okay, well, he didn't get the full combo.
Yeah, he didn't get
meant to do the B slide K, not just like the traditional K. Yeah, tip range axe means he does not have a weapon. Okay, now he has a weapon again.
Yep.
Always important to keep track of that. Incendiate really about the 3Bs today. A lot of 3Bs just kind of in neutral.
But I like it.
Oh, that's going
to be punished.
Actually,
no, that's going to be a little bit of health left over, but it's the
kill,
Oki situation.
It's on him because he should have just raw CE.
But it's the Oki situation. Oh, wait. Okay. It's not even 2.
But the fact of the matter is, I think he should have just raw CE.
Yeah.
But
in any case.
Either way, we are at 1-1. I assume we're just going to keep with the most neutral stage possible.
Yes.
One of the most neutrally kind of stages, short of like that snowy mountain area that has like the tall walls and then like the breakable small wall and the ring out.
It's on his phone. Oh my God, Mom, I'm kicking it.
Yeah, that's definitely what he's talking about. So once again, Joe immediately trying to go into that mix-up disco kicks stance. But the fact of the matter is, Incendiate, somebody who's very knowledgeable about Aswell, is not really going to have to worry about that because, again, all options are step duckable.
Right.
The fastest thing that you have in there is a high, so you can basically just sidestep and duck and beat everything. But it looks like it's not necessarily mattering at the moment. A fantastic challenge by Joe.
Try to go for that GI read again, and you see Joe really going to the well with that. It was working pretty much early, but it's a little bit of a stagger on like his options and pressure options from Incendiate. That's, I believe, exposing that strategy, counter strategy so far. Oh, goes for the jumping B over there. Nice movement. Kills with the 2-2B.
This is just really what the whole thing is about. Most of the damage that Incendiate is getting in some of these situations is literally just allowing Joe to hang himself.
Yeah.
A lot of those like very, very unsafe moves, a lot of just forcing him into a position where he only has a weapon attack that's going to be working vertically.
Correct.
So you can just do like this awkward kind of setups. Every once in a while, Joe has these fonts of inspiration